The information discussed in this PILCast episode are merely opinions and do not constitute formal policy or legal guidance of any kind. Hello, and welcome to another PILCast episode, the video blog where we discuss federal procurement innovation topics in 10 minutes or less. We guarantee it. My name is David Jablonski, and I'm a coach with the Department of Homeland Security Procurement Innovation Lab, or PIL team, and I'm joined by a special guest today, Aliana Zavala from the Office of Management and Budget. Aliana, thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, David. It's a pleasure to be here with you today.
All right. Yes, you're excited to have you. And we have some great information that we're going to share with all of our users out there, all of our listeners out there. Eliana is going to provide some great information on an overview of what the Periodic Table of Acquisition Innovations is, or PTAI, the purpose of the site, and all the resources available to all the acquisition professionals across the government and industry. It's out there to help make your jobs easier. So, Eliana, to start this whole thing off, what is the PTAI and when was this site created?
So the Periodic Table of Acquisition Innovations, or PTAI, is a workforce tool, actually a knowledge management tool, where we like to post our innovative acquisition practices to bring the community together to share what examples they have tested in their real-life acquisitions. This project was created between a government and industry collaboration, and in 2020, we took over the project.
That is awesome. Okay, and so this tool was created back in 2020. Who was it created for, and what was it designed to do?
So the acquisition community is the primary go-to audience for our knowledge management portal, most specifically for contracting officers and contract specialists. But really, the tool is for all. Everyone in the acquisition team can really benefit from utilizing the PTAI. So in addition to the contracting officers and contract specialists, we like to promote the tool for use by project managers, by procurement attorneys, by industry liaisons, and small business specialists.
All right, man, that's a lot of people we're trying to get at here with this tool. So that's a really great resource for everyone out there. So this is out there. Funding or some support has to come from someone. So who sponsors the PTAI?
Oh, this is really important. Our chief acquisition officers and our senior procurement executives are our backbone. Through their sponsorship, the tool has been able to grow, and we make it available publicly, so that way also our vendor community can benefit from the knowledge that our acquisition workforce is utilizing in preparing for their acquisitions.
Wow, that's really important. So the senior executives, and they're putting this out there for everyone to use. Okay, so then why was this resource created for everyone across the government and industry?
Well, before this tool, there was not a central repository to host examples of innovative acquisition practices being used in real time in real life acquisitions. So this tool has brought the community together, and peers are now collaborating. They're reaching out to one another, and they're learning from each other.
I have to mention, I've actually used this myself. So before coming here to the PIL, I actually used the PTAI and found some great resources on there, some solicitation examples that helped me use innovative procurement techniques for my first time. But what things can people find on there? And do you have any examples that you want to share too?
I'm so glad to hear that you are one of our active users. And yes, we have many examples. We have over 30 innovative techniques and more than 14 use cases of automations. With that, through the acquisition lifecycle presentation on the PTAI, we have different artifacts supporting these techniques and automations. And so we have solicitations, we have templates, we have training guides, and we even have GAO protest decisions. So really an ample toolkit for the workforce and other active users like yourself who can resort to the PTAI and look for what they are in need of, and then bring that to the conversation with acquisition teams.
That is great to know. And are there any techniques that that you like talking about or sharing with people out there when you talk about the PTAI?
All of them, of course, but here I will mention only a few. We have seen that users oftentimes go to the confidence ratings for evaluations. That really brings, again, that source selection board or that integrated project team together and accelerates time to award. We also see during the solicitation phase where technical demonstrations and coding challenges has been a fantastic way to bring in the customer or the potential customer into that solicitation evaluation phase. And that also includes, of course, the vendor or the offerer submitting their proposal or bid. And so those are just a few examples, but again, I would encourage all to review the different techniques and automations that we have on the table and then become more familiar with them. And if there are questions that the users have, we can certainly connect them to other peers who have used these techniques in their own acquisitions.
For anyone else that has like examples they want to share or even a new technique maybe they're utilizing that others don't know about, is there a way to actually go ahead and submit that on the site at all?
Absolutely. So there is a submit new innovation form, and that's fantastic because it's a really simple way to submit either new content, which could include a new approach or a new technique, and also an artifact to help support an existing technique. So for instance, if you see that there is an example within the PTAI that you would like to either update or propose a new submission for, we are looking for always looking for new content. So this is a quick and easy way to utilize this feature.
That's great. Okay, everyone out there, if you have a new technique or something you want to submit, just go right on there and do that. And that's something they'll review, and maybe your I guess examples will be added to PTAI. So Eliana, are there any new features coming out? I know a lot of work goes into the site. Is there anything new that you want to share with everyone out there that you're looking forward to in the future?
Yes. So we are really excited about the human-centered design work that we are planning to launch in the next few months. And within that time frame, we are updating the current site with a new search capability as well as a filter to be able to more quickly identify those techniques that have a small business friendly characteristic, which essentially means helping bringing in new small businesses into the federal marketplace more effectively.
That is awesome. Well, Eliana, thank you so much for being here today with us and sharing this great resource with everyone. Really appreciate it.
Thanks so very much, David. And one last thing before we go, I
Yeah.
would like all of your listeners and watchers to reach out to their acquisition innovation advocates for additional information. We also have the Acquisition Innovation Hub on the Gateway, which includes more resources for acquisition innovation, and also wanted to ensure that your community is aware that there is a strong and dedicated PTAI action team made up of leaders who really strengthen the utilization of this tool within their agencies by being our ambassador, and the PTAI working group made up of acquisition innovation pioneers who help curate the content and again really act as our cheerleaders in spreading the word. So thanks to all who are listening and watching. We look forward to providing additional enhancements soon.
Well, thank you everyone for watching this video. That does it for this episode. Be sure to let us know what you think in the comments. Like this video, share this video with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification button so you get all the latest updates. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next PILCast episode. Bye now.